Hello there, once more for YouTube. Welcome to another episode here on this Bree campaign. We're hanging on against two of them. Just ate a toasted western. Toasted western? What's a toasted western, Crappy? Basically, I'm hanging on against two factions at the same time, Enedwaith and Dunland, and I'm actually pushing both of them. So Dunlorak is a new conquest, and Brigos is a recapture. I actually let them capture. Didn't want to. I wanted to ambush them. With that failed. They captured Brigos. Took just a small unit with them, and now they're stationed there, and they're gonna suffer with that. Let's just end the turn. I think I forgot to move the diplomats. I have to remember that afterwards. It's an omelette between toasted bread. Oh, between toasted bread. Oh, that's nice. I actually like omelets, tortillas from Spain, really like them. And I've been missing them. I gotta learn how to cook them, honestly, because it's always my mother that does it. Lord of the Galadrim is dead, so Lorien... Oh. And a successful invasion. That was on Lorien. So Dunlorak is besieged. Yeah. Means the Dunlendings. Or thank troubles. Okay. Or think overrun. Oh, Isengard and Lorien has been raised. Lebanon under siege. Man, a lot of stuff has been ongoing. Dunlendings are no longer at war with them. And Caddis-Galadan was invaded successfully. That's not good. Isengard was destroyed. That is good. That means that I have no problems whatsoever going towards here. I am losing a lot of money, but still it's quite fine. I'm sieging some places and such, so that's okay. Right now I want this to proceed. So far I think there's only this army. Now there's this one as well. So if both armies hit me, I'm pretty sure that I can deal with them. Pretty sure that I can deal with them. It would actually be all awesome. And as I end the turn, they actually have to sally out. So I don't know if they will sally out immediately or not. This is 3 turns, so we're managing. Now let me see. I should be raising the taxes, yeah. In all honesty, I need the money right now, so I am going to get the taxes going on. Now I was trying to get these places to grow a little bit, but growth isn't that important on this mod. I'll explain, because since the growth is so late, and sometimes some settlements have already, like, how to say it? Look at this. It needs 4,500 to grow, but it's already a town. Like Bree, it needs 18,000. So you're going to take so much time to upgrade this that by then the game is going to be over. What you can, of course, is successfully being growing the population so that you actually get some more income. But if you're thinking on upgrading the settlement, it's very rare to happen on this mod. Okay, I cannot raise this, but I can raise on these places. Argont cannot. Southern, yeah, you can grow. And I'm pretty sure that this will get my taxes going, my money going. Dolvarn as well. No, I cannot. So now let's see the taxes. I'm not losing as much money. That's good. Mostly it's because, of course, army upkeep. I was having no upkeep issues because I was stationing everyone on the forts for free upkeep and on some other places. And right now I need to just capture cities. That'll be it. Let me check my agents.
Your orders.
Man, I don't know where the cities are. Finally, I find one, and it's under siege, so I cannot even talk to them.
Yes.
Oh, come on. Let me just go here and see if I can find one of those.
Yes, my lord.
So let's speak with King Thranduil. Ask some trade rights. Give some payments for some map information. There's good. How about an alliance? Would you go for that?
Excellent. I must say,
rejected. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Let's talk to Dunland afterwards.
Yes.
Not Dunland. Dale, sorry. after that, and that will be it. So in terms of money, yeah, I'll be fine on that. Let's end the turn and see what Enedwaith does. This is all about that major battle there against Enedwaith, and then I'll get, after I capture that, um, after I recapture that, then I'll take the.
There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord.
Then I'll take their river or near river settlements, and that will be really cool. So he is attacking with just this army, who can almost be rushed. Yeah, I mean, these guys do not have. No one has actually any bonuses versus cavalry, except maybe these Greyfolds. They have a good accuracy. So I can just send the cavalry towards them, like 1, 2, 3, 4 generals. I can send the cavalry just against this reinforcing army, and then deal with this in a very timely fashion. Now it's not as good as I was hoping for, because he will be able to be on outside of the walls or outside of the city, which means that I won't have a good place to just abuse my archers. But still, he does have some river archers and Greyfold raiders. Yeah, this is going to be a very dangerous battle, because although he doesn't have a lot of infantry, he has a lot of archers and missile troops. He will cause damage. So okay, the other army comes from my back. So I'm thinking on rushing to the position of this army that is attacking me, killing everyone with the cavalry forces, then getting up on a good spot to defend. So hopefully the high ground is actually over there. Let me see. There isn't really a high ground, but this is a good place to defend, or even this. And they will force, man, they will come in from this area. So if I would defend here, it would be a very good position to defend. His missile troops wouldn't do too much. I can also try to defend here. It's kind of even footing. Questions. Because I would love this defensive position here. I mean, I'm pretty sure they come over here on this side, or if not, they come over here. In either one of them, he'll have to defend against a very bad position. Now, do I have that over here? Kinda. No, I can defend here and move my troops over there in order to defend. Yeah, this would be a very good place to defend. Yeah. Always analyze the terrain, because that's about the most interesting feature. Now, I could always move here, but this is slightly lower. So yeah, I'm thinking that the best course of action, to give time for my cavalry to deal with everyone there, is just to move over here with my forces and just wait for their reinforcements. Yeah, there we go. So, archer units, hello. Have a lot of them. Let's move like this. Actually, without the travelers, because I have decided that the travelers are really good to have like here. So do I like this? Do I feel like I'm in a higher stance? Yeah, I like it. I can even move backwards, which is the objective. So these Dunedain Blade Masters, they're not going to be ahead. These are Shire Militia, so I'm going to put this guy in the middle as well. Actually, you're going to be like this. Yeah, this is going to be my front line. I don't need too many units. Yeah, there we go. And these guys are going to stay backwards in case I need to attack someone else. They're going to be charging. So these guys, 4 cavalry units. I'm pretty sure that the 4 cavalry units can actually deal with the army that he's fielding here. So let's see where the enemy is going to spawn. Yeah, they spawn on that side. So the mercenaries and the outlaws, they're going to be charged. Pretty sure that they are very vulnerable to these charges, so let's go for it. There we go. I think I can deal with everything here with just this charge. Hopefully the damage will be enormous. Not really, not really. These outlaws are certainly gonna die. Okay, he's ending some infantry.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
There we go. These guys, I'm gonna tell them to move here. Backwards. Then they're gonna charge. They have some defense, but I mean, look at the outlaws. Like, they've lost a lot of units. These guys have lost as well. And I'm still very well positioned. So, this guy is gonna charge. This guy is gonna charge on the outlaws. This is gonna charge on the raiders. This guy is actually gonna charge on the mercenaries as well. Good. There's some woodsmen here and there. So the outlaws are gonna die with this charge. These guys are still gonna charge the Greyfold raiders, which is good. Now they're gonna catch up to some of them. Mercenaries are already halfway.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Yeah, these guys, they were engaging these Greyfolds. I don't like it. This guy is doing nothing, so he's gonna engage on the other side. There you go. You're gonna take on the ballista, actually. Let's take care of that threat here and there. Actually, just hit these mercenaries much better. In the meantime, the other infantry or the other units are not arriving. So how are the mercenaries going? Almost dead. There we go. So these guys, I can move them here.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yep. You can do a lot of damage with just the bodyguards. Specifically if he doesn't have a very good defense against them. I mean, he has very low units, or very low numbers of units who can actually mount a defense against these guys. Yeah, and he's even using these woodsmen like this. I can tell them to move here. You see the units, he's trying to join up, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Yep.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
These guys have managed. They're gonna attack these Greyfold raiders.
Good tidings.
Good. Enemy general is dead. That was the ballista, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these guys are now fleeing. And I can actually charge the woodsman perfectly. So let's fasten this up. And I know there's going to be some units there that I might be able to charge with these guys. I don't want to spend too much charge on that, just because of the whole situation. So he's moving in everyone very compactly. But I think my forces aren't in the best spot for that. So let's just charge. Oh, hang on a second. You're going to move here. The other guys, they are going to charge the woodsmen. Don't get caught. Because these are woodsmen, they can still defend against a cavalry charge. I just want to charge it at least from the flanks. There we go. That will be enough. I'm pretty sure the charge will just kill them off. We go wavering. Maybe they can kill one or two by a little bit of fighting there.
Victory will be ours.
And there we go. Okay. So these guys, I want him to move in towards me. I'm gonna put these archers here, actually. So let's move back. These guys, let's move over here. Moving back. These guys, I want them here. And the infantry forces, they're gonna be here. There we go. So everyone runs in. New says, what do we have here? We have some Greyfold raiders. Raiders and outlaws. Raiders and okay, some river archers. I think I'm gonna have to try and keep forcing these guys. They're winded, so I want to see if he will send in just some basic units. Okay, it seems like he's attacking me, so hang on a second. I'm just gonna move these guys here. Seems like this is the best course of action, to have the cavalry on this side, because that's where he has most missile troops. And right now he's deployed like that, so I'm gonna move these guys here. gonna move these guys here. You're gonna move these guys here. Cavalry, you're gonna move here. And infantry, you're going to move here. Seems more central, you know. So everyone run. Times 6. These guys are winded and tired. They will be able to rest a little bit before these guys are engaging. Yeah. So he did send the river archers ahead. And the elder guildsmen. And he's moving in these grateful. Well, I mean, I think I could have a good charge on these guys. But my archers are still doing good damage to them, so I don't know. I don't know. I think I can save the charge to hit these guys on the back. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, the elder guildsmen are also under attack. That's exactly what I'm gonna hit. You know, I don't want to hit the river archers. I want to hit the elder guildsmen, and the river archers will just get hit because they're in the nearby area. But this way, you know, all of the elder guildsmen would just suffer many casualties. That's cool. So there's the mood keepers. I'm not worried about that. It's mostly because he has a lot of missile troops instead of rather infantry troops, you know. So the cavalry is right on place, and they're getting just winded. They're recovering a little bit, and they will charge like at least 2 of these groups. Then they will have outlaws to deal with them. Some grateful axemen. That's fine. I mean, look at this. The river archers are almost dead, and where's the elder guildsmen? Cannot even see them anymore. They're 20. Okay, so let's tell these guys to attack some grateful axemen. River swordsmen and angry raiders. Okay, river swordsmen. Yeah, let's tell them to attack different targets. This guy can keep going for the river archers. Well, actually, he's gonna hit these river swordsmen. So outlaws, grateful raiders. There's a lot of grateful raiders there. I mean, yeah. So here's the deal. I'm gonna put these cavalry units here so that they can charge on their sides. In the meantime, this is going really well. I mean, archer or dwarven travelers, you're gonna put the formation to tight and you're gonna go here. Seems like it's better. Well, they're actually under attack there, so that's okay. Swordsman, there's some river archers. Okay, these guys are going to be attacked by the Greyfolds. It's fine. Let's hit those Greyfold raiders. That's a really tight pack of units that would just suffer a lot of casualties. These guys should take on those outlaws.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And even those raiders. I mean, I just want to make sure that these guys don't get to send their javelins in. Yeah, there you go. This guy, it seems like it's better for them to hit the angry raiders there. The river archers here. Dwarven travelers, they're fighting. We just send the pikes and the Shire militia. That's good. So I'm hitting outlaws and Greyfold raiders. What campaign would you like to do after this one? Probably an evil campaign. I don't know which one. Maybe Rune, for instance, would be nice. Even Enedwaith would be cool. I know that Dunland, for instance, is also a campaign that I would like. But still, probably it would be Runes, just so I have another spot on the map. You know, I don't like to always use the same map place. So now it's time to send the Dunedain Blade Masters. These guys should just go here. I've been hitting really well on these guys. I mean, the cavalry hasn't taken too many losses. They're right now doing lots of losses. These guys are taking a lot of losses. Like 5% have I lost? It's cool. Like I previously said, you know, the biggest situation that I find on this mod is that if he puts them on loose formation, they're actually less vulnerable to cavalry charges, which is kind of strange when you think about it. Now I'm gonna tell the Dunedain Blade Masters to hit the Greyfold Raiders. These Greenway men-at-arms, they're doing great against these Greyfold Axemen. Doing enough damage to them. There we go. So they are going to start engaging them so that they can free my cavalry to go in and attack these grateful traders. You're gonna attack those. Lumberman, you're gonna hit those guys. The mood keepers, they're going fine. Those are 2 river archers only. There we go. Cavalry forces. You're the ones who are going to pin down the grateful raiders and such. Archer units, I think right now you should actually stop firing because they're just gonna hit my own troops more than anything. Let me keep sending these guys. So there's some woodkeepers here. This guy is the dwarven traveler. Let me just move them here. And this guy, you're gonna hit the woodkeepers, yeah, of course. Yeah, just preventing these guys from shooting their javelins did so well. You know, did so much. I can't see where the guildsmen are, but they're probably spreading out here. It's probably like one guy around here. Yeah, there we go. There's the elder guildsman. There's the general. So I should move in someone to deal with those. There we go. You're gonna stop there. So everyone seems to be running away, which is perfect. Now I'm just gonna tell one unit and another to hit Grateful Raiders and Angry Raiders. Like, he's running away, but that one is not going.
Men have slain the enemy general.
Who's your favorite Game of Thrones character? Divided between a lot of them. I like a lot of them. For instance, I like Arya. I like her storyline. It's just very different than anyone else's. But I gotta say that I really like. Of course, I really like Tyrion. You know, his whole story arc is amazing. But in terms of the character itself, I love Littlefinger. I really love Littlefinger. You know, the character. That's a character that I would probably love to play as a roleplay game. You know, because it just looks so much fun. You know, he's the guy that is working in the shadows, kind of like Varys, but Varys seems to be, you know, more eloquent. Littlefinger is rough, you know. So I would say Littlefinger probably. I know that he's a douche and all that stuff. Let's not spoil it for everyone. But still, if you think about just imagining a character for some spot, he's like the chaotic evil from from Game of Thrones. You know, that's what I'm saying. For instance, a lot of people like Jon Snow. It seems really bland. He's, you know, um, or Daenerys even. It's really cool, but still, there's a lot of characters, and I think I would honestly, if I was playing some characters, I would love to play like, you know, the sorts of Tyrion, the sorts of Littlefinger, someone that is, you know, plotting. You know, that's really cool. So we managed to kill all of this, and look at this, all that army losing 7% of my force. You know, that was really cool. It paid off, that dislocation, forcing them to move in. They didn't manage to get any stuff at all. This guy is gonna get killed here. This guy's gonna get killed. So he didn't manage to send the javelins in. You know, they were always under the threat of the cavalry, which is really nice. So always, a piece of advice, always get your cavalry close to the javelin troops, but be sure to micromanage them or they'll get killed. Like 2 or 3 volleys from these guys would destroy this cavalry. I don't care how much, you know, how strong they are. There we go. I think there's only like a couple of units here and there. Yeah, there's just some angry raiders who will be dead very soon. I have someone that can hit here, so that's okay. Then there's someone else here. I don't know who they are. Yeah, but I can send these guys there. And who is your favorite character, Krabby? Which one do you like the most? And why, if I may ask? Like in terms of the coolest, I would say Braun. Braun. Like he's like the coolest guy to hang around and to have drinks with, and
This is
also
a
he's.
clear victory.
It's really amazing to see it, you know. But it's so many. There's so many characters, and every single one is really cool. And even get some casualties healed up on those dwarven travelers there. That's awesome. Okay, so speaking in terms of the game, this is a much better outcome. I can for sure capture not only recapture this place, but also move into the Riverlands and the Riverlands. I was speaking, you know, these places near the river, and capture them. So by then, probably Enedwaith will have another army, but still, you know. Yep. So occupy the place. I'm gonna be able to destroy that army and push into their lands, which is perfect actually, just perfect. Okay, Andrews is under attack. Let's speak to Dale.
What is it you wish to
get some trade rights.
Very well. What else do you have to
get some map info. That worked out perfectly. Let's go. I would say Tyrion, because he's so intelligent, makes people do stuff for him without them even knowing it. Yeah, Tyrion is. I kind of was trying to be a little bit, you know, let's say original. He's of course one of the favorite ones, but I gotta say, you know, I think Tyrion's arc is so interesting to see. He's pretty much one of the main focus of the whole Game of Thrones stuff show. But I gotta say, I wouldn't go for Tyrion if I was playing. For instance, whenever people ask me what's your favorite character on the show, I imagine if I was that person, and I don't think I would be the Tyrion easily. You know, I would assume, hey, I have 3 forts on this land, so I can actually get less upkeep after conquering this. That's awesome. He's ended with as well. Okay, that's cool. This is gonna surrender. Actually, it's gonna surrender because I'm gonna send these guys in. Yeah, of course, you know, taxes. Well, I can manage a high tax. So right now I have fixed up that problem with the taxes. I'm already earning some money. Yeah, it's a good point as well. Angmar is already sending some troops again. Let me see the other agents. Okay, let's talk to Dorwinian finally.
A proposition for us? Seems like another proposition for us then.
Some more money.
This seems quite well. That seems
like
fruitful.
you can see the difference of the captures that I've been making.
I shall continue tomorrow.
You know, it's not there hasn't been any place where I would get a lot of sack income. You know, so that's also a different thing. So, still have enough on this episode. Let me merge units. Still have enough on this episode to attack these guys. Who am I going to leave here? Probably not a general, because I like the fact that I have those cover units. I'm just going to do this. There we go. Bregost. You're going to have low tax rate. I need the mines on Bregost.
Your orders.
I will only address you.
Yeah, there we go. This is an archer unit, or an archer focused battle. I can fight this one before ending up the episode. Then I'll end up the episode and we're gonna keep going. For instance, it's actually good to tell you which characters I do not like at all, or characters that I think could have a different story arc. For instance, I didn't like the story arc of Osha, and I loved the character. I don't really like, how to say, the storyline, for instance, of Brienne. You know, I think it's a good one. It's nice, her interaction with Jaime Lannister, but I would change it a lot. And Cersei Lannister, for instance, and all the other Lannisters are kind of not basic. They're good characters, especially Jaime. But for instance, Cersei's just basically evil. That's it. That's all that she is. And she fails on a lot of endeavors that she knows, except one, which is really cool. But you know, there's other characters that I would like more than those. You know, Oh, for instance, and for sure, I'm sorry, but the guys, the girls from the character girls from Dorn are not really the most interesting ones. I'm not actually. It's like if there's a show, I don't mind if they don't show up. You know, if there's an episode, I don't mind if they don't show up. So that's what I mean. You know. Okay, let's start deployment. Man, really bad deployment for what I want to do here, but okay. Have a lot of archers. I think this actually eased up the previous battle by a lot. I think if anyone is gonna attack anything, it's gonna be the farming pikemen and the merchant militia. In all honesty, I'm not gonna send anyone else. The other guys are just gonna stay back, including the hobbit there. And cavalry, you're gonna stay in place in order to just attack them. Pretty sure that he'll be. Oh, actually, he's right here. But pretty sure he's gonna move backwards into the woods. Now, where are they? There they are. Of course, he's gonna move backwards into the woods because that's a much better spot to be in. So the AI didn't learn to deploy exactly where they want easily. They just learned to deploy, you know, in basic positions and then move there. Have you played the new Seven Kingdoms mod for Attila? No, I haven't. I'm afraid. Haven't had a lot of time with the whole checking for houses situation. Hang on a second. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry for watching this. You know, like I said, I've been searching for houses, so every single moment that I have to go and check the house, talk to the landlord or talk to the real estate agent, see the details if I'm interested or not. So I haven't been able to play a lot of stuff. The Seven Kingdoms mod is, of course, for the I assume for the Game of Thrones idea, right? And it's raining a lot. This just makes the whole idea that I had to use my archers to take care of this army kind of bad, you know. So, okay, this is actually now he's in a perfect location to avoid as many arrows as possible. So this is a good time to see how this would work, because it's like hitting them on the forest is one less level of accuracy. Hitting them on the rain is one less level of accuracy, and hitting them on the high ground is another one. So they couldn't have a better spot, you know, in all honesty, unless these were walls. Yes, it is for Game of Thrones. Okay, cool. I gotta check that out actually. I should have like a. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. How would you like if I had, for instance, for YouTube, just small instances of other mods, me testing the mod and saying what I think about it. I think that would be nice and a good addition to the overall idea that I have going. Man, these woods. I mean, why don't I get these defensive positions when I have them? Oh.
By lowering the trees.
Huh. I wish I could cut the trees. You know, the vision at least, because they're just a little bit annoying. So let's move everyone fast forward. Let's times 6. Pretty sure that the archers or some archers will already have range. Yeah, my Dunland, my Dunedain rangers already have some range. So I know they can hit, but you're going to see that they are not going to kill anyone really fast. Like I killed one dude with that volley. And right now they cannot hit anyone else, so let's move them up. Yeah, I think if I move here, I'll be in a good spot. Let's run. Let's have these guys running here. Let's run. And these guys, they're going to be on their backs. Yeah, there we go. Like for instance, I know there's one for medieval, kind of medievalish units on Attila, but I would love a total overhaul where you could play, you know, different factions and stuff. I think there's a couple of them, but they're not really that important so far. And I would love, of course, a reconfiguration of, let's say, Warhammer to be Game of Thrones, or to be even specifically for this, for Third Age. I'm still waiting on that. I mean, I love these mods, but still on the Medieval 2 engine, I would love to see a newer engine as well. But I can see that these guys can already hit someone. Okay, so these guys are the only ones who cannot hit. Yeah, let's see the overall. So those outlaws I'm not caring about. The biggest badass are here. You know, the Greyfold Axemen. These guys can cause damages. These River Swordsmen also cause damage. Of course, these Greyfold Axemen can also be charged upon. And I know they're very close to the farmhand pikes. It's kind of okay-ish. No. So yeah, you can see that the archers, see the accuracy that they are doing. You know, they have already sent a lot of volleys and they're not hitting these guys enough. You know, cavalry will have to do this, not the archers, it seems. And the infantry, of course. Of course, I still have my farming pikemen in position. Like I told you, you know, the accuracy is just awful at this moment. And these guys still have shields, so you can see that the usual bonuses of having like 6 units in all are not working at all for me. I'm just gonna tell the cavalry to hit these guys, and archers, you're all gonna hit the River Swordsman or the outlaws perhaps. Yeah, perhaps the outlaws, because these are the ones who are charging in. I would have to move the Shire militia. Yeah, the outlaws, they're hitting these merchant militia. There we go. Cavalry are now hitting these guys, which is perfect for me.
If we continue like this,
They're
we will
routing
smash
away,
them.
so let's attack the River Swordsman there. These guys, let's stop that, and let's just tell them to move in. The idea here is that these cavalry forces are going to start attacking here. Let's make sure that these guys start wavering. The outlaws are taking some heavy losses. Let's attack here. I know that these River Swordsmen are now fleeing. Okay, so everyone is now fleeing. Let me just stop these guys' fire. Stop their fire. And now let's make sure that we get the going. So these guys are going to catch up these. These guys are going to kill the swordsman. And there's a Greyfold still hanging around here, right? Let me see. Continue the battle. I think I might have already eliminated the Greyfold. Yeah, that's good. So let's just fast up. Still a good victory. I didn't lose too much. Of course, you know, it's just annoying that their positioning was like this. I wish I could have done much better. And also gained a lot of experience with the archers. But it's also nice to see, you've seen the difference of those archers fighting there. I mean, you can see here, like, the archers didn't do a lot of damage, like 25, 31. This is nothing compared to the numbers that they usually can do. Alright, that'll be it for the episode for YouTube, guys. I'm just gonna wait this stuff to disappear. Today, I wish Attila had more mod support. Man, likewise, I love Attila, the idea of it. Better than Rome 2. For me, Attila was a very good upgrade, and I was kind of buffed. I was kind of bummed, you know. I didn't like when I didn't want to pre-order Attila. Kind of like my thing of, okay, I pre-ordered Rome 2. It wasn't exactly that good in the early. Now it's decent. With some mods, it's actually a good game. Like Divide and Impera. I want to make a campaign with Divide and Impera on Rome 2. Still haven't got the time, of course. But I would say Attila is a much better idea, you know, it works really well. Most things that didn't work on Rome 2 work really well, but then it has that setting of Attila, which is not the most interesting one as well. Lots of hordes, lots of problems. Um, it's a different Total War game, you know. It's not the same as Rome 2, where you have lots of factions, you know, that period, which is amazing. So, you know, I kind of wish they were trading.
Please, my
Like
lord,
Attila would have been the flop,
reconsider.
and Rome 2 would have been the perfect one on that.
But
So
my
let's
lord,
execute this, and let's move into Suduri, and ending at the turn
Yes, my
as or
lord.
the episode as I've told
with
you guys
honor.
on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching on YouTube, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.